Welcome to episode 24.
Episode 24 in the house.
That's bizarre.
Welcome back, Stormhunter. You sound a little stir crazy.
Maybe a little bit.
I'm on sugar.
Oh,
So, partially since Stormhunter missed last week, and partially because
I'm still alive.
Yeah, that's the important part.
and partially because we do this every week. Does anyone want to summarize what happened last week?
I took medium notes last week. So we somehow, Maya did not die getting that wedding dress, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that was almost a miracle.
yeah, the Mission Impossible theme played the entire time.
I was totally ready, guys. I was already playing my next character.
It was a
So
little
we got the
hairy.
dress. Anna wanted to leave very, very quickly, unrelated to us stealing the dress. So we
As far as we
booked it
know.
out that night. Made it back to Krezek. Somebody gave
Ooh.
birth to a child without a soul.
We
Oh,
also
sorry.
set fire to a tower that was full of undead.
Yes.
Oh, that did happen.
And there was nothing in the chest. We all felt gypped.
Extermination.
You actually didn't set fire to the chest,
didn't.
remember?
Remember we had
Oh, right. We didn't.
No, we ended up fighting a horde of zombies and will-o-wisp, and then we got nothing for it and
Yep.
walked away.
Empty-handed and sad.
Brokenhearted.
Stupid will-o-wisp.
Maybe there was glorious treasure in there and it was like soul tethered to the zombie and you killed the zombie there by killing your fortune.
I like
Don't
it.
tell us these things.
And nobody guessed it was a will-o-wisp at all the whole
No,
time.
no. Wasn't,
No,
wasn't
nobody
at
did.
all up.
Mm-mm.
Hashtag still bitter for that
Definitely not a
nat
will-o-wisp.
one roll on Will-O-Wisp and knowledge.
Happens to the best of us. Oh, and because I was the only clergy, they had me go to that really disturbing birth, and
Oh yeah, that was
that
entertaining.
means that the abbot's probably not in town.
Oh, I was technically
The
not a
Abbot's
priest.
not.
True.
Hey,
Not
Abba.
cler-
So I think the positive thing about that is that you went to a birth of a soulless child and then they didn't blame you for like
That's
the
true.
goddess of death thing because
Good point.
They
I-
kind of did. They were implying that I had something to do with it.
But your god is not into undead.
That's
She's
true.
aggressively against undead, in fact.
That's
Yeah,
her whole
doesn't-
deal.
Doesn't mean that people understand.
I think if they actually thought you were responsible for a soulless child, then they would have like burned you at the stake and was like, if she lives through this, she is a witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they,
Accurate.
they seem to have an already understanding that this is just a thing that happens. Because Barovia.
True.
All right, so the reframe for the dead children in the forest is that as soon as they die for realsies, their souls can be, well, I think half of them, because one of them's
Yeah, one of them
fucked,
was
right?
probably
At
soulless.
least one of them had a whole soul that could like maybe go back into something.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Or maybe
that's
the
why the
partial
baby was
soul
born.
one, like goes and finds its little soul pieces somewhere else and then they combine into a new whole soul.
But the
Like
baby.
Sultan.
But what if the baby was born soulless because I've got those kids in gentle
Oh.
repose?
Oh.
Wait, wasn't one of the kids super creepy anyway? Maybe that kid already didn't have a soul. So
That's
like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would only be like a half soul.
freak. Yeah. Freak. Freak. Freak.
Freak?
Freak was a freak? Who would have thought?
No.
So, do any of you remember the name of the little girl?
What? Not in your bedroom.
No.
Uh,
I'll just say no.
no.
No, we don't, but we
Not
remember
really.
the freak.
Yeah, no. Hold on a second. We'll be right back. We're muting for parenting.
Okay. So we're taking a parenting break.
Oh dear, that sounds dangerous.
Well, you know.
That
yeah.
sounds amazing.
They have
What's she asking for? A
They have
popsicle?
the hardest job in the world.
So Reno
All right, we're back for monsters.
Reno
Oh shit! I don't
posted
have Twitch up.
in the chat. He's been gone for like a month and the place is still standing. This disappoints him.
Yeah, no one died. Well, not
Well,
permanently.
actually, that's
Yes,
not
you
true.
did.
Not permanently. It was
That's
temporary.
not true.
We haven't burned down any villages yet because we keep having to go back to them for stuff.
Yeah,
Truth.
like wedding dresses and wine.
Yes.
The important things in life.
We need hooch and a dress.
Well, see, if we had taken like the Burger Master's house with all that kindling that was like ripe for the flamage, then we wouldn't have been able to steal the wedding dress.
You also wouldn't have gotten the privilege of seeing one of his guards getting in trouble.
Oh, that's true. Poor guard. R.A.P. dude.
You don't know he's dead. He
Did
could
she want a
still be alive.
popsicle? Is that what was happening?
She wanted a fudge pop, and she'd already had her Reese's.
I want a fudge
sugar.
pop.
Sugary child. That's the best.
Oh, she would just eat sugar by the now.
Me too.
Okay, so I
No,
think
Reno, he just keeps coming around and humping our faces and then leaving again.
Technically, he is dead because he's a vampire, but he's not like dead.
Then there's that whole thing with the lake and their
That
pond.
weird thing.
Yeah, that was a situation.
What?
Thing with the pond and what's her name?
Duchette.
Why
Yep.
don't we ever remember names?
'cause you're so
Because I
bad
don't
at
have
keeping
miniatures
them
in front of me.
alive.
Was it Ilya or was that the soul that she had?
Or Iria.
There was another
Tyra.
Irina.
Irina.
Oh, Irina. Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pond. It was like a fountain or some shit in the middle of town.
No,
It's the
I'm
pond
pretty
area.
sure it had koi.
it's right
well,
here.
until Strahd killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a pond.
Yeah.
All right, I'll shut up.
I don't think the sushi.
My 2 cents doesn't help anyway.
Excuse me?
Okay, so I believe your guys' plan was to go up to the Abbey in the morning with the dress.
Yes. I rolled a summer for today
Ooh.
for the first time.
Summertime.
Just means, I've got to
Yeah,
change you out.
sorry.
Is this the first time you've been summer?
It is.
Whoa.
I'm excited.
I
Reno,
am
half
too.
the party
What does it
does
look
take
like?
notes. We just live in the same house.
It's true.
I didn't
That's
say anything
what
about
summer
notes. I
looked
said
like.
No.
we don't remember names.
No, Reno said notes.
Oh, okay.
We've got a whole library of reference stuff I can always look at. If we really need it, it is there.
I usually listen to the episodes again before we play to help me remember it because writing notes doesn't help me.
Fair.
Yeah, there's different learning styles.
Yep.
I have a notebook.
I'm very much a fully auditory or
Mhm.
tactile learner, and so taking notes doesn't really help me very much.
That's fair.
So,
We're in the deep, deep darkness.
My soul.
probably.
I can also build shit out of Legos with no instructions. Mwahaha.
You made amazing Lego pumpkins.
Thank you. Can't wait to dust off the Christmas tree. I have a 3-foot Christmas tree I made out of Legos.
Sweet.
I think you're supposed to call it a Hanukkah bush.
I should make a Hanukkah menorah this year.
Oh, yeah. And a Festivus pole.
Okay.
That's not even hard.
So, it is the next morning, and you guys have made the arduous climb almost all the way to the Abbey.
My screen went black. Is that?
Yeah, mine's also.
Scroll down.
Go down to the bottom.
Lower left.
Yeah, corner.
Near there, yeah. See what the dynamic lighting looks like for this place. Okay.
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't even have seen us. We're so
Look at that topographic map.
Back to a small map again, because why not?
Right. Yes.
So guys, what do you guys want to do?
Figure out what the direct path would be.
That would be going up.
To give the
Then
Yeah,
I
we're
vote
heading to
up.
the Abbey
What are we going to the Abbey for?
to give him the dress.
Oh.
And to find out what the dress is for. That's really what I want to know. Who is the dress for?
maybe it's for the Abbot. Don't judge his life.
I think this might be one of those situations where you actually don't want to know the answer.
I do want to know the answer.
Yeah, your obsession with magic.
It's not with magic, it's with wizard secrets.
Okay.
Wow, that's even better.
Do you guys like this current marching order that I've put together?
Sure.
I'm good with that.
That looks good. Who's in
Storm-
front?
Should Stormhunter be in front?
Oh, I mean, I put the paladin in front if he
Just
wants
you
to take second fiddle to the Goliath.
He got a shield. He's good with
I can see over him, it's fine.
Exactly.
So the road from the village climbs above the mist to a wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, to the either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges, and they appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also supports a chimney billowing gray smoke.
Chim chimney, chim chimney.
Chim chim cheree.
So,
But we can see through the gate.
yeah,
Is it closed or is it actually?
it is closed, but it appears to be unlocked.
Well, then we shall open the door.
Okay, so someone wants to open the door?
Yes, I shall open the door.
Okay. The iron gates are indeed unlocked, but they squeak very loudly as you open them.
Nobody pushed the paladin through the door.
And
Push through and look around, see if there's anyone.
you do notice two people coming out. One from either side. One of them, that would be this one, is 4 feet 9 inches tall and squats
Aw.
instead of standing upright. He looks like a beardless dwarf with patches of donkey flesh covering his face and body. He has one human ear and one wolf's ear, and a wolf's protruding snout and fangs. His arms and hands are human, but his legs and feet are leonine, and he has a donkey's tail. He wears a plain wool cloak.
From the picture, he looks part koala.
Yeah, I can see it. Drop bear.
Yeah, would that be nature of trying to figure out what I'm seeing here?
And this one, stands 4 feet 7 inches tall. The left side of her face and body is covered with lizard scales, the right with tufts of gray wolf fur. Between these tufts is pale human skin. One of her eyes is that of a feline, and her fingers and hands resemble cat paws with opposable thumbs. She has a gruff voice and wears a gray cloak with black fur trim.
Did we just walk into the Isle of Dr. Moreau?
This is fascinating.
That was not what I expected from this Abby.
The woman looks at you and says, "What do you want?"
This is an inappropriate time to be like, I wanna.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
We're here to see the Abbot.
We brought him a present way ahead of schedule.
She looks at you suspiciously, and the man next to her nods as if he was expecting this. And they step a few feet back for a moment and converse.
They're talking about us to our face.
And at one point, you hear him make a sound. It sounds like a donkey's bray. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as she can.
And they step back forward and say, "Come this way."
Him shall follow.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
So I'm going to leave you guys to move your tokens for the moment.
All right. I think can you move me in front of Maya, because my mouse needs new batteries. It's not moving for me right now.
No.
Why don't you go grab batteries real quick?
Okay, I'll go grab batteries.
Okay.
This is your hold music.
So they move you guys to here. A 15-foot high curtain wall joins the Abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention, their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot-tall wooden doors reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque.
What does it say?
Do you want to go up and read the plaque?
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Well, if they're
Ooh,
not
what language is
like
it in?
trying to move quickly away from it.
Well, they're opening the gate right now.
Oh, then yes, definitely black.
Okay, it is in common. It says the Abbey of Saint Markovia. And under it says, "May her light cure all illness."
Interesting. Okay. So these people are probably here for some kind of magical medical mystery cure. Oh, I'm so sorry. That just came out. I've been punny all day.
So here is the inside.
You said, "May she cure every illness."
Cure all illness.
Okay.
And it's Markovia.
I want to come over
Markovia.
here and look in the well.
You want to look
I was
in the
gonna
well.
make a St. Mungo's joke, so I think you're right.
So as you guys walk into the courtyard, the thick fog that fills this courtyard swirls as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot high curtain wall on which stand several guards with their backs to you. Or so it seemed at first. It's clear now that these guards are merely scarecrows.
Where are the guards positioned?
On top of the wall.
Oh, on top of the.
Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the Abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden troughs. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them, and chained to one of them is a short humanoid with bat wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by horrible screams coming from the sheds.
I think we're at Sid's house.
Who's Sid?
From Toy Story.
Sorry.
Oh.
So, you want to look in the well? Tome?
Yes, I do. Sorry. I was
Okay.
muted. Le mute.
So, they tell you to stay there as they start heading in the direction that they're going.
Okay. So what's in the well? Woo, woo, woo.
Darkness. is in
Does
the
anybody
well.
have a magic missile? Okay.
I'm wishing for the one I love.
Him gets closer to the person to the creature tied to the stake over there. Not too close, but just enough to see how they react.
Yeah. So, as you're looking into the darkness in the well, something comes out and bites at you and claws at you.
Oh.
Whoa!
So, I'm guessing the 20 hits, so take 3 slashing damage.
Holy crap. You should say something. What was that? Did they tell us not to touch anything?
Like, I'm sure she steps back, like, screaming because something just clawed her in the face.
Yeah, I went, whoa! Or I went, whoa! And stepped back. What the hell was that?
Are
You all
alright?
saw that, right? I'm not the only one who saw that.
I was right next to Tome. What did I see?
Make a perception check.
Sure. Meh.
You saw a face that on one side had 3 red eyes.
Oh, fun.
And you
Curiosity
think
just
you
tried to
might
kill
have
the
seen a frog foot? Like where
Sure.
a hand should be?
A frog with claws?
Well, considering the other mutations we've seen.
The man turns around and says, "Leave Mishka alone."
Mishka.
Oh, Mishka.
Oh, Mishka. Oh, okay. Sorry to have disturbed you. I didn't know there was anybody in the well.
I'm sure Mal and Wash are down there too.
Are you alright? Do you need healing?
I'm
Let me kiss it,
bleeding
make
a
it
little,
better.
but I think I'll be okay right now. It'll leave a cool scar.
Curiosity killed the cat.
It tried to kill the cat. Oh,
And him is looking at this guy over here, just trying to figure out what he's seeing.
A bat trying to fly away? A bat person?
Does that person respond to him's presence at all?
No.
Gets a little closer.
Okay.
Didn't our Where'd our following the leader people go?
They told
went
you guys to wait
They told
here.
us to wait.
Yep.
Oh man, that's the worst.
That couldn't possibly end badly.
But then somehow they were present to tell us to leave Mishko.
They were, and then they left.
Well, they were on their way
Yeah.
into. They hadn't reached it.
Come investigate this area over here and see what's
Okay.
going on.
It looks like a horse trough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just from where Stormhunter's waiting, can he notice anything about the architecture or where they might meet? Does this look like a normal abbey sort of thing?
Make a religion check.
Yeah, is it late century Gothic or early century Renaissance?
He's making shit up.
I am. I have no idea what I'm saying right now.
It sure does look like an abbey.
That's good. So we got that much.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, to get up here, you guys climbed a vertical distance of 400 feet.
Oh,
So we're
nice.
closer to God.
Kip's calves hurt, is what you're saying.
Potentially. So after a few minutes, the two guards come out and said, he's waiting in there for you, pointing back behind them at the door they just came through, and they start walking this way.
Sure. Thanks.
This way.
Thank you for your assistance.
Stormhunter tips his head. So we're going this way?
I think it was this door.
It's this door.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Looks fancier in here.
Okay, so as you enter the main hall, gentle
We're in
sounding
the Great Hall.
sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire in a hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as to not touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in her own thoughts. And standing right next to her is the Abbot, who smiles graciously as he sees you.
Hey, Abbott. So we were able to accommodate your request way in front of schedule.
Yeah, so we're excited, and this is a first in a while.
This is a great place you have here.
I'm gonna
He's-
move forward. That's the Abbot. Hey, Abbot. Okay.
He smiles and says, Good. I'm glad everything worked out.
So
Yes?
I opened up my bag like really slowly. So you never did say who the stress was for or what it was for.
He smiles and motions behind him. It's for Vasilka.
Oh. When's the special day?
Oh God, not using out of character knowledge. Not using out of character knowledge.
We are hoping soon.
Okay. Well, I hope this meets your requirements. I pull out the wedding dress. Kind of shake it out because it was stuffed in my bag.
He steps
sure there's plenty of
forward,
time
holding
to fix
out
that.
his arms as if to take it.
Take a glance at everyone else. Yep. All right. Hand it over. I feel really uncomfortable about this for some reason. Like, of all the shady things we've done, this somehow feels the worst.
He then
he's cool.
moves and lays it over the arms of one of the chairs. Very gently. And
I'm
he
sure if you
turns...
steam it out, it'll be fine.
Stormhunter leans into Maya and says, and whispers as quietly as Stormhunter is able to, should we tell him the return address in case the dress is returnable?
Yeah.
You know, if when you're done with it, you would like to do a charitable event and pass it on, we know someone who would really like it at a future date.
He smiles and says, "You mean someone who would like their dress back?"
It's
Possible.
Stormhunter proudly shakes his head with a smile. Mm.
Oh, don't worry. Once it is worn at this wedding, she will be more than proud to have had her dress used in the ceremony.
Sure.
Really? Okay. Well, that's good. Is it? I'm not sure I want to ask too many questions. I don't want to pry. How did you two meet?
Stormhunter's not laughing. This is just out of character laughing.
He looks at Tome puzzled for a moment, and then looks back, and then turns back to Tome and starts laughing. She goes, "Oh, you think I'm the groom? No. No, I could never marry her. She's more like a daughter to me."
We were... I can't hear you.
Sorry, I thought I unmuted it. Everybody has different traditions and everything. We weren't sure, and... Well, where is the groom? We'd love to meet them.
He waves his hand for a second and says, "Oh, I'm sure you have, but let's get down to payment. What I will do for you is, for this dress, I will agree to raise the dead on you a total of 3 times. That is not 3 times each, that is 3 times in total."
Yeah. Is there a time limit on this, or is this blanket 3 times?
I
For the
start
rest
counting the
of
days.
your life.
How many days have those children been?
Oh, those kids are gone.
Well, with raised dead, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Well, as long as it's within a week. So basically, you guys had 17 days. It has
Yeah.
not
Wait,
been
wait.
17
Been a
days.
lot at this point.
It has to be within a week. How long was that other kid in the ground that we watched come back from that other guy?
4 days.
Oh. I
But it
like
hasn't been 17
Reno's
days.
logic on this one.
So we can use these raised deads anytime in the foreseeable future, or is there like 3 raised deads in the next calendar year?
As long as you're still alive and well in Barovia.
Sure.
And then he just kind of laughs at that. Well, maybe not alive, but you know what I mean.
Oh God.
Nice sense of humor on this man.
Come, why don't I show you my patients here in the Abbey? And he starts walking towards the door.
Sure,
That's not
bro.
going to violate HIPAA.
HIPAA doesn't exist in Barovia.
That's my line, by the way.
So are you guys going to join him?
Absolutely.
Sure, I want to
was
see.
very curious about this.
Yeah, let's go see the freak show.
Oh, jeez.
Classy cat girl.
I didn't say that in character. Good grief, I have some manners.
It shifts uncomfortably and doesn't look at any, like, stare at any of the patient. Yeah, I do. Whoops.
So, he turns and looks back and he says, "You must know, this is unfortunate but necessary."
Must we know that?
So, these are your patients. So, do they come to you like this, then? How do they get into get their conditions?
The Bellevue family has lived in the Abbey for generations.
These are all family members?
Yes, these are all members of the Bellevues.
What the Bellevues do?
Are they, like, not marrying anyone outside of the Bellevues?
It is my understanding that before I came to the Abbey here, it had been multiple centuries since any member of the Bellevues had left the Abbey.
Oh. Larger inbreeding, so.
He looks at the bat person with pity. There is Marzania Bellevue. How sad she is.
Did you say Marzavia?
Marzania.
That sounds better.
Does it?
Marzena.
I met the... What was the name of the person in the well, again?
Mishka,
Mishka. I met Mishka.
is there nothing to be done to help?
For some like Mishka, the greatest help might be the release of death, but I'm hesitant for obvious reasons to do that.
Is this like a blood curse? What is causing this?
Come into this wing.
Come here.
So he opens the door and steps inside. And,
Should we
I
tell
don't
them?
like that laughter.
this room used to be an office, as evidenced by the remains of a desk and chair, both of which have been smashed to pieces. A hallway to the south leads to a staircase going up. A dark passage to the east is full of unnatural whispers, mad laughter, and bestial odors.
Ghost children freak me out.
Bestial odors.
Yes.
Gross. Nobody likes an odor.
So, the abbot lights a torch and beckons you toward the hallway. This lightless corridor has multiple doors, behind which lie creatures that shatter the quiet with their mad cackles and whispered curses. The stench is overpowering.
The stench of bestiality, is that what you said?
Bestial odors.
Oh my goodness.
That is different.
Oh.
Even in the gloom, you can make out a monstrous shape lumbering down the hall. When the darkness can no longer hide its true nature, your eyes are treated to a terrifying 7-foot-tall assemblage of human body parts.
Oh.
Assemblage, no less.
Is this Daddy Bellevue?
Hi.
Someone can make a religion check to see if they know what this is.
Okay.
Mario sure
I'm
can't.
scared.
Mm.
I don't want to know, apparently.
It's a flesh golem.
Yep.
Oh. Cool.
As a pet?
Protector or family?
Oh, he's a protector. He ensures that none of the family members are able to hurt each other.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
is that a problem often?
It can be. As he reaches the end of the hall, he turns around and starts heading back. And,
So,
yeah?
the wedding that's coming up, are they both like, do they both have this
wedding?
curse as well?
Did she look like she was cursed?
Well, she didn't.
Who's she marrying?
She's marrying the one who has cursed all of us.
Strahd?
Oh.
I have spent hours in devotion listening to the Morning Lord, and I believe the only way to lift this curse is to find Strahd the perfect wife.
How many wives have you all already given Strahd over the years?
He looks offended at this. 0, of course.
Okay, just had to ask.
I thought he had one already. Wasn't that one of the
Oh.
things?
Apparently he's insatiable.
Strahd has
Not
had
insatiable.
Strahd has had several women who he has attempted to move on from Tatiana with,
He couldn't get it up.
but
Clearly.
none have lasted.
Did he eat them?
Neither did he.
So they didn't last. Like, do you mean they died? They ran away? What happened?
Where would they have run to?
Oh man, we're going baby.
Well, Tatiana just ran somewhere.
Into her next life.
That was powerful magic.
Mm.
How do you
Sergei
know this is
was-
his perfect wife?
It is the best chance that we have.
Yeah, what makes her the perfect wife for Strahd, though?
Is there like Barovian-y harmony?
Oh,
Is she,
my goodness.
Positive?
It's like, okay, Cupid.
She even positive.
Are we on like match, harmony, or like
Okay, Cupid free version.
It's our free version.
seriously though, like how many wives has Strahd had over the years?
Several.
So, what makes this particular woman the ideal match for good old Strahd?
A flash of anger momentarily passes over his face.
Good.
You doubt the Morning Lord?
I don't particularly know much about the Morning. I'm not from here. Where I'm from, books and education are really the things that I put my stock into.
Where you're from, he's generally referred to as Lathander.
Yeah, I don't think Maya gives a crap about the gods.
Maya's definitely aware of Lathander.
Okay.
Like, being from the Forgotten Realms, you guys at least know the names of the gods and what they do. I mean, especially because the time of troubles that happened now a few centuries ago when... Actually, for Maya, that would have been like 2 generations ago. The gods walked among the mortals
Yeah.
as mortal. So, yeah, like... Maya has probably talked to people who have met the gods.
Sure. Sounds fun.
But yeah, she might not give a flying crap about them.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things where she acknowledges that they exist, because in D&D verse it's really hard to be like straight up atheist. Just doesn't really care.
Yeah.
Yep. I just threw something on my couch and accidentally woke my cat out of a dead sleep. And it was funny, not funny, but I had to mute myself because I was laughing really hard.
Poor Georgie.
I don't mean
Poor
to doubt you. I'm just worried about that poor girl.
If
Does
she's
she know?
okay with her... I mean, yes. Does she know?
Of course she knows. She's been preparing for this moment her entire life.
Oh,
Well,
no.
then, you know,
Oh, race
then
for
it's
the
her
slaughter.
choice.
Is it?
That sounds like
Well,
Raising
I
a lamb
mean...
for slaughter?
well, it sounds just like, like Nike's production, like small Asian children
Mm-hmm.
born to sweatshop. Is that really a choice?
No.
Would
I
you like to peer into the rooms? You can if you wish. And you will see the unfortunateness that we deal with here.
Oh, it gets sadder.
Jeez. What's this situation here?
Alright, well, Maya's curious, so she's gonna peek.
Okay. So she's gonna get that first door on the right.
Sure.
Okay.
Pip is uncomfortable with all of this.
So can you see in the room?
I can. Are those 700 monkeys?
No.
They're typing Shakespeare.
Um,
This room is packed wall to wall with mongrels wallowing in their own filth. The
Oh,
floor is strewn with gnawed bones.
sure.
like you do.
And
Tell me more about this family curse.
as soon as you open the door, they all start begging for food.
And I shut the door. Well, that was terrifying.
Our
Did you
family
see?
members?
Would you like to look in any other rooms? They're all
No.
different.
So, tell us more about the curse. Like, how does the curse manifest? Besides, I mean, we can obviously see this form, but like, what caused it?
Most likely by desecrating the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Oh,
Huh.
Is the inbreeding how they desecrated it?
He just shrugs. Says, if you have no desire to look at more of the patients, let's go upstairs.
If they are cursed for having desecrated the... Why do they stay here?
What do you mean, why do they stay here?
Why do you...
If you're finishing that, you
Cutting
cut
out,
out.
Kane.
Sorry. Why do you allow them to stay if they have desecrated the first place?
Because it is my job to take care of them. And you are brought into a room that has a wooden counter shaped like an L, stands at the front of this spacious office. All the other furniture has rotted away, leaving heaps of moldy wood and faded cloth.
Okay.
So was there something more you wanted to tell us, Abbot?
I just wish
Why did they desecrate this place?
I just wish to show you around.
Okay.
But if you have no interest, I will leave you here. You can...
No, we can take a tour. We really appreciate you taking this time.
Your insight in this place is most helpful.
Stormhunter gives a solemn look and nods his head. Yeah.
He points to this door, and he says, in there is the hospital. And then you hear the sound of a bell ringing, and the abbot smiles and says, I must excuse myself for a moment. That would be... What's his name? That would be Cloven. He's preparing a meal. He does it so infrequently. I must go oversee him. Excuse me. And he walks toward this door and walks out.
Thanks.
Cloven, as in like cloven hooves.
Oof.
I hope so.
Clovin.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Himmel
clear my throat on
listen
on
at the door.
channel.
What meaning is him showing us all this stuff? Like, why?
This is the creepiest place we've been to, and that is a high bar to clear.
Yeah, that is saying something.
And Maya's saying that in character.
So this is like our tour of like Ripley's Believe It or Not, and we got in for free?
I doubt that it's free.
So, him make a perception check.
If any of these guys come at us, I'm fireballing the whole thing and we're out.
So just refreshing my memory well enough here. When we were downstairs, he said, let's talk about payment, and then said, let me show you the family.
No, the payment was him repaying us for the wedding dress.
Okay, so
And
the
that was
payment
the
was
rate.
the 3 lives thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he want help with this freak show?
I don't know what he wants.
Yeah.
He just wants us to know what the stakes are.
I think he wants us to understand why he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Especially because it looks really bad, like Isle of Dr. Moreau style.
Him.
Yes.
You hear nothing. At the door.
Crack the door just slightly. They're in.
I hear nothing, nothing, nothing with my perception roll.
This feels very
Birds
much
don't have
like
ears.
the things that you do and say when you know you're doing something terrible, but you've totally justified it in your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
So him.
Mhm.
You can now see a little ways into the room.
Is there anyone in the bed there?
Not that you can tell.
Step in very quietly.
Okay. Whoops. Don't want to move that one.
That's a lot of it. I guess Maya will follow as well.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oof. It's like an
And there's nobody in any of these beds. Oh, there they go.
There are not anyone in the bed. And Maya, you decided to stand right on top of one of them.
Ah!
Oh.
On top of what?
Shadows.
That doesn't sound good. Stormhunter's so little.
This spacious chamber contains bed frames of wrought iron arranged in 2 neat rows. Cobwebs and bits of rotten mattress cling to each frame. 3 doors are spaced along the south wall, each with a plaque mounted on it. From west to east, and west being this door, the plaques read Operating Room, Nursery, and Morgue.
Ooh.
But I need all of you to roll initiative.
No, why? We're guests.
Roll a beautiful initiative.
oops, clear.
Is that guy gonna be mad that we're fighting people?
That's not my worst.
You're not fighting people.
Shadows.
Here,
You
this
know-
is...
I feel like you could have been like, hey, don't go in that room. It's full of death.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem that discomfited by.
That's true.
That's a little creepy. Hey, Worm, if you get a chance, you should crack your door and call for a dire panther.
No, I don't want to shut my computer off again.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
2 times and running.
Okay, it looks like everyone has done that. Stormhunter, it is your turn. As shadows come out of the walls.
Okay, shadows come out of the walls.
Darkness.
What does Stormhunter know about what is happening right now?
Make a religion check.
Oh, yeah.
These look like coherent shadows.
Oh, look at the shadows, guys. So I'm just going to hold my action?
What you can also do is you can use the move, I believe it's dodge, where anyone attacking you gets disadvantage.
Okay. We will dodge a wrench.
Him, it is your turn.
Think we should leave this to clear our way. Attempting to turn the unholy and see how they respond.
There will be one thing that I want you to know first.
Okay.
Each square equals 10 feet.
Oh, right. That's
So
right.
you can only get the 3 closest to you.
That's fine. I kind of want to see how they respond before I do anything else.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
Spell save DC is 14.
Okay. So starting with the one next to Maya, that one's going to fail. The one up at the top is going to succeed, and the third one is also going to fail. Okay. So does the shadows turn?
The shadows too.
It's a soap opera.
Interesting. Okay. So this one is going to move. How far can they move? This one's going to go here. That one's going to go there.
Oh, and him did say in character that we should leave.
You cut out again, Kane.
Him did
no.
say in character that he thinks we should leave.
So this one's going to go down and attack Storm Hunter.
With disadvantage, fool.
That's good.
These shadows are necrotic.
Oh, do you see the whole thing? Especially the second paragraph.
We need to not die, guys. It's real important right now.
So this next one's going to attack him. I believe 13 doesn't hit.
Nope.
This one is going to go after Pip. 21, I believe, hits.
Yeah, 21 hits.
So take 4 necrotic damage and reduce your strength by 3.
Cool. Great. No problem.
And Tome.
Do these shadows count as undead?
They are.
You did get turned.
Or destroyed?
Yeah.
Does 16 hit, Tome?
Oh, let's see. Arm class 14, spell 15. Yes.
Okay, so take 9 necrotic
I don't want to.
and
okay.
reduce your strength by 4.
Ouch.
Can't we just leave and close the door?
That we should do.
That's a lot of attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
Maya, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do.
So there's no possible way that this could be like somebody's like shadow pets. Like instead of like chia pets, they have like shadow pets. Like we're not like killing something that would be favorable to like the god of light or whoever we're here.
I don't think the God of Light likes these guys.
Okay.
Maya's gonna Scorching Ray them.
Okay,
Perfect.
which one?
She's gonna go. Oh, for the ones that aren't turned. Him, and him.
Not the one that's right next to you and Pip?
No, because I don't know if that would be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or no, because they roll to they roll to dodge, right?
Well, it rolled an attack for you for Scorching Ray.
Oh, okay.
Let's look it up, though. So, Scorching Ray.
Yeah, it's roll to attack. So it's a ranged spell attack, so that's why I'm not doing the one right next to me, because that would be at disadvantage.
Right.
Not that it matters, because I got a 10.
10 misses, unfortunately.
Ugh. That was a waste of a spell.
Pip.
What's happening?
No, see, why are you making strength saves?
I wasn't meaning to.
Sure,
It won't let me
okay.
change my strength
Trying
or
up that
anything like
minus
that. So you said my strength is -4, and it's just not letting me note anything. But that's okay. It let me change my hit points. I'll just remember that my strength is -4 for now.
Which means you get a -2 on attacks.
Got it.
Down from whatever you were. Pip, it is your turn.
Yep. Feel like this is probably useless, but, well, hitter's gonna hit this.
Okay. $21 hits. Roll damage. Okay. So it does do damage, but not as much as you might think it should have.
Yeah. Cool, then I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay. 16 hits and another 12 damage. Nice. Okay. I believe that is your turn.
Yep.
Tome.
All right, let's turn
Here.
this undead.
I'm going to see if I can change your strength for a minute.
Please do, because I was like, it wasn't responding at all, and so I was like, well, what happens if I click on this little box here, and that's when it accidentally rolled strength saves.
Can't we
Okay.
just -2?
It worked for me. Were you going for the little round box? Or the little...
I
did.
tried
Ovals?
both. It
Okay.
wasn't letting me edit it at all.
Weird. Well,
Very.
it now works.
I have Kane to
Double check.
so. Anywho,
You're now at a 7 strength. So you're going to try and turn undead?
indeed.
Okay.
Yeah, do either of you have Destroy Undead yet?
Yes. Hers
Oh, I do
is.
have that. Yeah, I've got destroy.
For, I think it's... Oh, it's at 1/2? Okay. 1/2 is good. And it's all the ones within 30 feet of you. So let's...
Yeah, I was gonna move. Move? Oh, hey, I don't really need to move much.
You can get the majority of them. You can get all but the one in the far corner, so stay where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
otherwise I was going to move here.
Oh,
and
you
then-
take multiple attacks of opportunity and possibly
then-
die.
Yeah, let's do that.
But they're in range anyway. So.
That sounds, super. Yay.
Okay, so let's start making wisdom saves, and it's DC 14.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought it was 16. Check your spell.
Well, my spell is 15.
15, not 14.
AC is
So it'd be
14.
15.
Because that's in DC.
It's the your spell save DC.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you said AC, which is armor
That
class.
one succeeds. Then the second one fails. This one fails.
Nice. Good
This
job,
one
Tome.
fails.
Have my uses.
Undead is where are you and the paladin shine.
Woo!
Storm Hunter.
And And I seem to be really good at finding them lately.
It is your turn.
Yeah, what's up with you and finding undead?
Can I reach this one?
Yeah. Do you want to go here?
Um,
Or flank it.
can I go here?
Flank it.
Sure.
Okay.
15 hits. Roll damage. Okay.
1d8 plus 5. Okay, so that one's pretty good.
14 hits. Roll damage.
Don't I have advantage?
24 still. Both 14 and 24 hit. It doesn't matter which.
I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Okay.
Hey.
Go with that second one.
Okay. And both 22 and 26 hit.
This is 20. Oh, 26 is an 18. Not a 19.
Okay. It's looking like it's barely holding itself together. Do you want to action surge, or do you want to be... Or are you good?
I'm worried
Oh.
about doing an action search here.
Saving it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Him's about to go.
Back at your
All right,
lungs.
go ahead. And Jesus. Everybody okay?
I'm fine.
Mhm.
It's you. Okay. All right, go ahead, him. You
Okay.
got advantage.
Hey.
Both hit. Roll damage. And it is dead. There's just one shadow left.
Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Do we finish or do we leave?
Well, it's its turn.
Well, it's him's turn still.
Maybe we should finish it. They're trapped here.
Move there.
Okay. And then it is going to go here. Maya, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm going to throw 3 Scorching Rays straight into it. That's a lot better.
24 hits.
That's 1 Scorching Ray, 2 Scorching Rays, 3 Scorching Rays.
Okay.
Ew.
That's a lot of fire.
Okay, so that's a grand total of 27. It is still alive.
Ish.
Pip.
Pip pip hooray!
It is also no longer turned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot it with the crossbow.
Okay. 13 hits. Roll damage.
Oh,
And it is dead.
Yay!
Okay.
Roll 20 just hard closed on me, so
Doe.
I am making my way back in.
Okay.
Maybe way downtown.
So, you are here. There are 3 rooms.
I mean,
Let's
Pip
search the
kind of
room
wants to check out the operating room.
Oh, yeah.
Pip wants
Well,
to look at the operating room.
Yeah.
Let's search this room real quick. Make sure there's no precious objects we could let, our mage steal.
I will make an investigation check.
You do not find anything.
All right.
So who's going to look in the operating room?
Pip.
Pip will, but I'm wondering, does it look like this room has been used by anything beyond the undead lately?
The hospital? No.
So
There's
a
cobwebs. A blood-stained table stands in the middle of this otherwise empty room.
That's attractive.
Is this a window or a door?
But he's
That's
not
a window.
evil.
Okay.
Do you want to touch the table?
I would like to investigate the room without first touching the table.
Don't do anything.
Ugh,
Just visual investigating.
Don't look with your hands.
As
Look
I
with your
said,
eyes.
other than a blood-stained table and some bloodstains on the floor, there's nothing in this room.
You want to rub the table?
No, I would like to.
Yeah, she wants to roll in it.
I'll just enjoy the rest of my friends again. Thank you.
I would like to look in the nursery, please.
Okay. That'd be the middle room.
Yep.
This room contains the wreckage of old wooden cribs.
Oh. Sure.
On tonight's episode of Cribs.
Does
Mhm.
anyone want to search the room?
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Tome, do you also want to search the room?
As soon as Stormhunter realizes what it
indeed.
is, he does not go near it.
Let's see, investigation.
Stormhunter says that he'll stay out here and keep guard.
Do we find dead babies? Like, what do we find?
Well, Tome,
No.
you see something.
I don't see something. I got a higher investigation.
Yes, that is true.
Not a priest of death.
What do I
And
see?
also, Tome just has the luck.
Poor Tome.
You see a figure reflected in the window glass.
Oh.
God.
A nun in white robes standing in the doorway.
Oh no, that's a popular horror movie right now. I'm gonna walk away.
Do you want to look back at the door?
Don't go.
No, I'm gonna keep looking at the window and be like, "Hello?" Try to speak to it. I'm gonna
So-
try to speak to it.
Hello from the other side.
Woo!
Maya,
You guys missed the nun left beef joke that just happened. They really needed to point out.
This is a what?
No one. Oh man, that's a Tumblr joke from like 10 years ago.
Sorry.
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
I'm not up on the hip kids.
from a decade ago. So Maya, you notice that Tome is talking to the window.
I don't see anything in the window.
You do not.
Tome, you all right, buddy?
I don't take my eyes off the window, and I'm like, I'm guessing you don't see the nun.
Nope.
By the way, Tome, Maya is... You can see through the reflection that Maya is standing right next to the nun. Like,
Oh my god.
they're standing like a couple of inches apart.
Does the nun look threatening to Maya?
Nope. The nun
Just
is
tell
just
Maya to take
standing
some
there.
steps back.
Does the nun slowly wrap her arm around Maya?
No.
The nun leans in for a kiss.
Tell
Let's
maybe
see.
we should go back out to the rest of the group.
Maybe you should give me a few moments with this spirit.
God.
Don't walk through her. That'd be rude.
She's not. She doesn't want to freak Maya out and be like, the nun's kind of standing right there.
Do you want me to stay in the room with you?
Why don't you come over towards the window?
Oh. Can I roll an insight check? Has Tome been taken over by his spirit?
Tome appears to be as normal as Tome ever is?
Sure. That bar's an interesting one. Alright, I'll go stand next to Tome.
I wish I had channeling or something like that. Or, let's see. Because speak with undead, or speak with the
dead requires a mouth. By the way, you still haven't talked to that head. It's just hanging out in your backpack.
I know. I like have it penciled in to happen at some point. It just hasn't yet.
Yeah,
While she's on watch and nobody else is around, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's like, take a nap, clean myself, take a nap, speak with dead head, take a nap.
I'm
It's
waiting
not
for,
a dead head.
It's
It's a fish fan.
It's an enchanted
I'm
head.
glad you got it.
Let's
So,
see.
Tome? What's going on?
Well, there is a spirit in the room with us, and I'm staring at the reflection of the nun,
Uh-huh.
and I guess I'm gonna try to read her lips and be like, "Are you part of the Bellevue family?"
Okay. Well, I'll just be here and support you. And I, like, awkwardly pat Tome's shoulder.
The nun does not seem to acknowledge your existence.
Okay. Well, interesting. Well, in that case, I will turn around and see if I can see the nun in the room with us instead
You
of
do
just
not.
the reflection. And when I turn back to the window,
It is not there.
fascinating. I mean, I say that in character, fascinating. Not that that's the first time. I just always think that that's a really interesting thing.
I'm just watching Tome, like, look behind us, look back at the window, look behind us, look back at the window.
The nun didn't seem to want to communicate, or at least yet, and now it's gone.
So we should leave this room.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, if you're going to walk out the door, you're going to walk right through where the nun was standing.
Well, I don't know where the spirit is.
You cut out for me, but... Hello?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Maya doesn't know where the spirit is, so Maya's just going through the door.
So she
Okay.
takes Maya's hand. It's just like, just come on, let's go.
okay. So, you guys were gone for several minutes. What do you say to the rest of the group?
Unsurprisingly, this place is haunted.
Cool. Great.
Just nods.
Are we
What's in the other rooms?
We're checking the third room.
There is a third room.
That's the morgue. Well, the dead very rarely stay around their bodies, so that one's probably clean.
In character?
Stormhunter sets his jaw.
Him cocks his head.
Maya's like, alright, who's looking in this room?
I'm peering through the door.
All right. I'll head over.
So,
I'll go in the room. What's in the... Is that a raven? What is that?
a raven perches on the windowsill of this otherwise empty room.
Or like I'm pushing down the urge to call him into the room.
Any people in windows?
Yeah, what do we see? Investigate?
There's just a raven in an open window.
No, I mean like, can I investigate?
There's nothing else in the room.
Go ahead and
Alright.
try talking to the raven.
Can I try
Not
to
very-
approach the raven?
Oh, God.
You can.
Okay.
Hello.
As you approach the raven, it flies out of the window and down.
I think I may have scared off our only friend. And I turn around and Pip is gone. Pip?
I'm literally outside the doorway. I was.
Tell that's just a moment of panic.
It's actually Pip that flew away.
So there is something that you guys would notice. There has to be another room in this building.
Why?
Because
A toilet? A chamber pot?
the dimensions of the... So, like, you guys walked through the office to get here, right?
Mhm.
And the whole length of the office, the office was not the same width as the entire building.
Is this like the impossible window in The Shining?
Is it?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you can't tell us, because then it would be a surprise. But what's the... Before I leave this room, alone, in the dark... What, is this just a window over here?
Yep.
Okay.
You're not even going to try to talk to the bird?
The
I
bird
did
flew
try
away.
to talk to the bird. It flew away. What do I see beneath the window?
A garden. You
Ooh,
also
what
see
kind of
that the raven is perched on the nearest scarecrow on its shoulder.
Oh, okay,
So
that's
at
kinda
least we
weird.
know that Scarecrow isn't one of the killer ones.
It's also not super effective.
Weird.
Pip would like to do. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Pip would like to do some knocking on this wall right here.
Knock, knock, knock.
It feels like a solid stone wall.
Okay.
Him's gonna go investigate that desk. We never went behind. There's a switch or something.
There is not one that you can find.
Where do we believe that the additional room would be based on our understanding of... Huh.
If you look in the
Well,
beneath the beds, there's a whole chunk of building that's not being used.
is
There's got to be a hollowed.
So the room we were just in was the morgue,
Yep.
but there were no bodies, but there were just a bunch of spirits. Ah, whatever.
That's the spirit.
the spirits outlast the bodies.
So, with how shadows are made, one shadow could have just gotten in and killed 5 people.
Yeah, and just created a whole bunch of more shadows.
Yeah.
So
wait, him looked around the desk, right, for anything?
Yeah.
Yep.
Seen. It's just kind of wandering around.
Well, remember, there's a door over here.
Right.
Let's go. Let's follow our friends.
Nothing in the rooms.
Nothing of interest. There was a raven, but it flew away.
But that's back out to where we were, right? Yeah.
No, you've
But-
never been up there.
No, this is
No, we came the stairs.
Oh,
this is new.
we're up on top now.
Scarecrows line the abbey walls, looking outward. They wear tattered chain shirts and carry spears with rusted heads. The courtyard below is blanketed with fog.
I want to go up to this scarecrow over here and investigate it. I'm gonna poke at it.
I'm a poke with a stick.
They're lashed to wooden stands. Though fearsome from a distance, they have no life to them.
Okay, and there's no bodies secretly hidden within them?
Nope. So, Maya,
Yeah.
as you look down this wall that you're at, it's a 400-foot drop to the ground below.
Oh, it's the cliff. And him points at the door.
Yeah.
There is indeed a door there.
Yep.
Tome, door.
Here, Stormhunter, I'm having you join them.
Fine.
Disgruntled storm.
He's upset.
Is the door locked?
No.
Oh, okay. There just hadn't been any,
Bunk beds that have disintegrated with age lie in heaps along the walls of this moldy 30-foot square room. There's also something that you notice in the room.
Jesus, what?
Oh.
More
You,
shadows.
Maya, you would definitely recognize this immediately.
Huh.
There's a partially made mage's circle, like a magic circle, on the ground.
Oh, I started investigating that right away.
It looks like someone started making a magic circle and then did not finish it.
How does it look like it's old?
No.
It looks
And-
relatively new.
Yes. In fact, as you're looking at it, you notice a couple of drops of blood that have dried, but dried very recently.
Interesting. Can I probably not, but can I figure out from the partial circle that's already created where this is it a teleportation circle? Can I
Probably
tell, like,
not.
what type of magic that they were trying to do?
The one thing that you can tell is just based on the curvature of, because it's a very small part that was made.
Okay.
But you're thinking that the square part of the room that you're in, the circle was going to contain the entire room.
Interesting. Huh.
So it would be much too large to be
For-
a
yeah.
teleportation circle. And it would also... It doesn't have the right glyphs, but you don't know if that's because they just didn't get to it. Like this...
Yeah.
I'm talking like there's a 6-inch area
Okay.
that has been started. Like there's... Someone would have worked on this for maybe an hour
Okay.
at most.
Is there anything in the bunk beds, or are they just totally rotted out, just like the others?
They're completely rotted.
Oh, look out the window.
Somebody roll investigation.
Can we all investigate? Because this seems weird.
Remember, these are leaded glass windows,
Oh.
so you can't see out of them.
Got it.
But you can imagine what's out there. A
Oh,
400-foot drop.
Like an
a whole lot of
orphan
fog.
child staring out a window. Imagine the world beyond.
Oh,
What?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So where do you guys want to go next?
I would like to go to someplace tropical.
There's another door up here that Pip would like to check out.
That is where I assume Abbot went to.
Hey, Abbot.
I assume you guys are not purposely going
Jumping
into jumping
We're
into
not.
the courtyard below.
No,
That
we did.
hurt.
I think some people walked like just straight across here.
Oh.
Yeah, because we're cool like that.
No.
And we float, and Kenkus fly, and
Hey. That hurts.
what?
Pip is just a really skilled
It's Kenku's
broadjumper.
most dearest wish.
Is this door locked?
The door is not locked.
Cool.
Anyone on the curtain wall who listens... Actually, no, it wouldn't be anymore. The wooden stairs climb 20 feet to a loft with a pitched roof and a door in the center of the south wall, which you guys are entering through that door. Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters, and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead.
Is that right there?
Yes. A black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. A cot heaped with furs rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop a table nearby. And you also notice, laid very, very delicately against the bed, is a musical instrument.
What musical instrument?
It looks very similar to the instrument that Bryn had. Although obviously not the same one.
I don't remember what instrument Bryn had.
It was
Bryn
He
had
had
a
that
viol.
weird viol. It's like a wannabe violin, older than violin, sort of something.
a Violetta.
Nope, just a viol. This looks similar to a viol, except it only has a single string.
Was this the instrument we heard playing earlier?
Quite possibly.
Abbot? Here?
Maya's gonna start investigating around this room.
Okay.
Not very well, though.
So, Maya, you remain pretty fixated on the covered body.
Yeah, I just keep watching that and not really looking.
Oh. I just changed the batteries, but the mouse keeps dropping me.
Pip wants to look up into the belfry.
There's a nice bronze bell in there.
Cool.
So does anyone want to check out the table?
I would like to look.
Yes, no?
Can I make out anything without touching it? Because Storm Hunter's not for touching.
There's not for touching.
It looks humanoid.
Is there like a smell? Is there like blood dripping? Are
Nope.
we-
Guys.
Is it breathing? Is it not breathing?
It does not appear to be breathing.
What if this is a weird stand-in for Strahd as the groom?
What? What?
I don't know. I don't know how you married undead creepazoid.
What's in this cupboard?
Probably not in a church.
The cupboard is empty.
You probably involve a matchmaker, and the matchmaker has a connection who can help you talk to Strahd and arrange a wedding.
Maybe we should ask the abbot these questions.
But will the abbot tell us?
You found a lot of bottles of purple grape mash number 3. They're all empty.
What is this thing right here?
A side table.
Is this a bed?
Yes.
So the dead body. Should I go talk to it? Who wants me to talk to the dead body?
Oh.
Flesh golem, maybe.
This floor right here looks discolored. Is that a thing or just roll
It's
20s
not a thing.
graphics? Okay.
Or is it? I mean, you're right. It could be a flesh golem. But
Um,
I
No
could
blood,
go
not
try to
freezing.
speak to it. It has a mouth.
Well, you're not sure it has a mouth. It's covered.
Is anyone else who's feeling a little less strong interested in like a short rest?
I would not be opposed to a short rest.
Oh yes, let's do it in this room with the dead body.
Hey man,
We don't know it's a dead body.
it's a
I'm-
dead body.
May I peek under the sheet?
Yes.
This can
Beneath the shroud lays a creature made of stitched together body parts. And Tome,
Oh, it's not one dead body.
you recognize some of these parts as your own.
What? I pull the sheet completely off.
What does it look like to the rest of us?
What do we see?
It looks like a creature made up mostly of your body parts.
Of our
All of
own
ours?
personal body parts?
At least one from each of you.
Oh, wait. So we all see that it looks like it's a body part from each of us?
Yep.
Okay. This isn't like a personalized experience where we just see our own.
This is a group hallucination.
This isn't all of us just wondering if Tome has man.
If what? If Tome is... it sounds like man hands to me, and I was like, what?
Thomas man hands?
There are a few other creatures that make up this, but the majority, yeah, is
Do you want any magic you pass like disguises?
I have a counter spell. I could do identify.
This can't be what it seems to be.
We should ask.
Our body parts are intact, right?
I like look down at my body.
Like, start checking me. Yeah, I think I have everything.
Oh,
My tail! Where's my tail?
No, counter spell only works if someone is casting a spell, not if there's a spell that just already exists.
Stormhunter followed peer pressure and also looked to make sure he has all of his body parts.
Does Tome have detect magic
I do.
or
do.
dispel
Flesh
magic?
golem. Of course.
Do I
it's
have
magic.
detect tail? No, yeah. I do have detect magic.
We
Does
should,
anyone want to touch it?
we
I'll
should speak with
Touch
the-
what? Touch the body? Fuck off! No! Nobody's touching the body.
I want to speak with the body. Anyway, no.
Speak with your mouth.
Fine. I won't speak with other things. I've got detect magic, so I'm gonna
It's a
cast
flesh golem. Of course, it's magic.
fine. Shush.
As
why
a
did that roll?
ritual or as an action?
I was gonna do it as an action.
Okay. It is not magical.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Hey, that's
Oh
good
my
though. I
God.
mean, whatever the fuck they're doing with our body parts,
Him,
Well,
what
don't
do you
like-
know
want
of
it to
his
be
magic?
magical yet.
It's got like Him's beak and Tome's left arm.
Here's the
That's
flesh.
Tome's favorite arm.
My
That is my
squeezing
favorite
arm.
So like this isn't this is like major body parts.
We should speak with the abbot.
See, that's what your beak looks like. It is nice.
Is that what my ears look like?
Oh, yes, yes, that is.
Hoping this dead body has torso with the badass tattoo on her back.
I'm kind of hoping that's Pip's legs. So it's like
Beefy legs.
like beefy, tiny door legs, and like regular sized torso and arm.
I
no,
really
it
do.
would be like Stormhunter's torso
I
and-
really do want to try
and Pip's
speak
legs.
speak with the dead. Please.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my god. And
Anything happens with Han Solo here?
The
Well, you
spell
have to ask
doesn't
me
work.
that question.
Dang.
the
Okay.
spell
Yeah.
doesn't work, so it's
not
not
a
dead.
dead person. It's
A
multiple
construct.
dead things together.
Yeah.
Ah, but here's the
Copies
thing.
of Parts.
That
Oh,
wouldn't
there's-
stop Speak with Dead.
Oh.
Yeah, the beak would still.
I'm trying to think of a way that him could
Not what
explain these
Seems.
copies.
It's not
Hard-
magical. It's
hard
not
copy.
dead.
It's a replicant.
Well,
Part copies.
there are a couple of ways that Speak with Dead can fail. If the creature is undead, Speak with Dead fails. It
Sure.
also fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days.
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
All right.
Don't worry,
the
I didn't
nun
speak with
creeped
you.
me out. Now Storm's creeped. I was creeped before, but now Stormhunter's creeped.
Speak with the abbot. He is honest.
I'm so sorry. We should have listened to you. There are no such thing as records here. So, can't call you a broken record.
Okay, well, let's go back to
Yeah.
where the abbot left us, I guess.
Or do you want to just go down these stairs that him standing right next
Yeah,
to?
Sure.
Okay.
this is the direction he came, so.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
listen to the paladin. This once.
Okay. So...
I have a
Stop it.
cat. He's in my face, so I apologize for the purring.
There you guys are. The abbot and Vasilka are both sitting at the table eating
What are they eating?
Borscht.
soup.
Borscht.
Could you spell her name?
Vasilka.
Vasilka. Yeah. Does she look like terrified kidnap victim?
Nope.
Excuse me.
The brainwashed never do.
She's been groomed, raised for this. She don't care. It's like that episode of Next Generation where you meet the woman who
The
is
psych.
raised to be your perfect companion.
Was built for this.
Oh, that is just not right. I hope she's not a golem.
So the abbot is actually currently teaching her the finer points of etiquette with eating her soup as you guys descend the stairs.
That's actually kind of cute.
And he looks up at you and smiles. Ah, you've come to rejoin us. Come, come. Have some soup with us. And he motions toward for you guys to sit at the seats down here.
Soup's not made of children.
Yeah. I hope this isn't Eddie soup.
When Eddie said he didn't like to tell me,
I knew he was a no-good kid
but when he threatened to lie.
with a switchblade knife. Okay.
So, as you guys are sitting down, someone walks in And I'm not trying to be like, bum, bum, bum. I'm just trying to find their icon.
Someone walks in.
Thank you for your hospitality, Abbot.
Yeah, thanks for leaving us next to all those shadows and then booking it away.
So this is what the person looks like.
Cloven. Lobster claw.
Barefoot.
Wait, he's got a baby head?
He's got a friend. Some people reabsorb their twins. Other ones have playdates for life.
Cloven is squat and has 2 heads. Has a crustacean claw. And you notice there is a barefoot. Like the animal bear, not...
Well, they're both bear in different ways.
And it looks like he has some goat horns coming out of his head. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Don't say anything about getting your goat.
So he is currently holding a large cauldron. And the abbot...
You think he made seafood?
Oh.
That was out of character.
The abbot motions for him to come forward and goes, Cloven, come, we have company. Why don't you serve them? And Cloven nods and he walks over. And he starts filling your bowls with a stew. It has carrots and potatoes.
Potato.
And some sort of meat.
Sure.
I mean, you can't really tell what kind of
Mystery.
meat unless you taste it.
It's
It was Cloven's other triplet.
Pip nods for thanks politely.
Oh.
So as Cloven finishes, he returns the cauldron to the fireplace. And then he walks over and starts walking upstairs.
The stairs we just came down from.
Yep.
Clearly he's the musician. Who's upstairs?
And the abbot smiles at you and bids you all to eat.
Abbot, I have a
Yes?
teeny question. The body upstairs,
Flesh golem.
it seems to contain pieces that look very similar to, well, us.
The abbot smiles. He smiles with a smile similar to that he gave Cloven, as someone who is humoring a person with illnesses. And he goes, "My dear fellows, there is no body upstairs."
We just saw one.
What was it on the table?
The only thing on the table are scraps from failed experiments. There's no body there.
So it's one of those group hallucinations again.
Body-shaped experiments?
Well, you've seen the golem that I made.
Whoever's chewing should mute.
Sorry.
But why us?
I do not know what you mean. There's no body, and any pieces that are up there are most definitely not of you. Might a stay here help you?
We're not crazy, Abbot. I like to insight check him.
What was that?
I like to insight check him.
Okay. What are you trying to figure out?
Are we bullshitting us?
He does not appear to be.
So this is just regular run-of-the-mill condescension?
Well, religious types.
He's an angel. He knows things. We're way above
Right,
him.
right. He's an angel.
Maya stands up and goes, "Excuse me for just a moment," and is going to go back up to that room.
Okay.
Mr. Bubbles, he's filled with the light of the angels.
So Maya, that would be these stairs.
Okay.
Since we'd have to switch maps, I'm not going to unless you guys want to do more.
No, I'm really just going to walk into that room and then look at the table again and poke the body.
What lies atop the table are chopped up body parts, all of them taken from cold, gray, lifeless women, all of them waiting to be stitched together.
I am very unsettled.
Maya, takes a second to just kind of, rub her face, and she's like, "Oh, God, I really hate this place. I really want to go home."
As you're saying this, beautiful music starts filling the room as Cloven is sitting on his bed playing his instrument, looking at you with mild curiosity, and he reaches over and grabs a wine bottle and starts drinking from it as he continues to play.
I look at Cloven, and I'm like, the world is not this terrible. And then I leave. And I go back down to the dining room.
Okay.
Do you know of anything that would give us visions? I can't call them hallucinations. I feel like they're a warning.
There is one who has complete domination over these lands.
And he doesn't like us.
I'm sure he likes you just fine. Who do you think brought you here?
Yeah, I would like to complain about that. I did not have to come here.
I'm sure you know where his castle is.
Yes.
You can make a complaint at his household.
Oh, trust me, I will be.
We'll get there in a few more levels.
He did invite us to dinner. Oh.
Like 3 times.
So, do you say that in person?
Yeah.
The abbot beams. Ah! See? He does like you. You should take him up on his invitation.
What side is this abbot on?
I think the abbot's on the abbot side.
Abbot, does Strahd not work against the Dawn Lord?
Strahd and the Morning Lord are opposed, that is true. However, unfortunately, at the moment, the Morning Lord is not the one who holds the power in this area. The only way to break the curse is to go through not around. That is why I am teaching Vasilka to be the best bride she possibly can. At that, the abbot pats Vasilka's hand, and she looks up and smiles very pleasantly at you before going back to eating.
The misogyny of that aside, how did you end up here?
I was called here by the Morning Lord to free this land of its curse.
Huh.
Yet you would have us speak to Strahd?
I have been here for over 100 years. All of my plans to defeat Strahd in opposition to him have all failed.
So if you can't beat him, join him?
Hopefully by giving the monster what he wants, he will find the love that he has lost and will be released from his torment. Because that is what this place is. It is his torment. It is not him tormenting us. It is the dark powers tormenting him.
Interesting perspective. And you've been here a very long time, so you've had some time to think about this.
Have you seen Madame Ava?
Have we?
Yes, she's the one who gave you guys the prophecy.
Oh, yes. Pull up the prophecy.
She is not a friend to you, I imagine. However, she may have helped. Did you allow her to read to you?
We did.
We did. We have a record of her prophecies. Would you take a look at them and provide any insights you can?
He looks through the prophecy. The weapon of vengeance. She says she sees a faceless god who awaits you at the end of a long and winding road deep in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
There is a place that seems similar to. Let me open the map real quick.
Was this before me and Pip joined this group?
Yes.
It was, yes.
I was like, I don't know of this.
Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, by the way, we saw the seer and there's a prophecy and shit.
Sure, of course.
Who are the Vistani?
Yep. What about the Vistani?
Oh, I was just trying to remember the name of the people
Yes.
who were at the
Oh.
camp.
They're the Vistani.
I
You,
remember
phrased
that.
Sorry.
No, I'm just.
You phrased that in perfect Jeopardy style. Who
Who
are
are the
the Vistani?
You know, along the old Slavic road, between Kresik and Valaki, there are several places off to one side. Several routes. One goes to the Wizard of Wines. The other goes to Argynvosthold. And one is a very long path that goes to a temple. Maybe you should visit that temple.
Him nods.
How can you nod over the snoring of that cat in your lap?
I can't hear the purring.
Oh, he was just snoring. There was no purring involved. It was just.
He has squish nose, so even when he's awake, he's not.
Aw, poor Squish Nose.
That may be where you wish to go. To find the Sword of Sunlight.
Ooh, that sounds promising.
You. Inside.
Yes, I like the sound of that. Thank you so much for your guidance. Are you aware there's a ghost upstairs? I know that sounds crazy.
There's no ghosts upstairs.
Oh, but there is.
There's no war in Ba Sing Se.
There's no.
All of the haunting may be simply Strahd's torture of self.
It was a nun.
Yes.
There have been no nuns here for hundreds of years, since before this place was cursed.
Hence, it's a ghost.
Before Strahd known her.
Anybody know how to do an old-fashioned seance?
Oh, that seems like a good idea in the place where souls are recycled.
It's just an old-fashioned seance.
Even Brutus says that's a bad idea.
Is it though?
Is that a graveyard out the window?
Yes.
Maybe.
Cool. Cool. Tight.
How are you sure that there are no ghosts here? Or no spirits wandering the halls?
That's a good question.
Because I've lived here for over 100 years.
He is immune to Strahd's nations.
Strahd, what?
His madness.
Machination.
Darkness.
Machinations?
Machination.
Thank you. It's kind of like macaroons.
But less delicious.
There's a t-shirt, macaroons and machination. Blah, blah, blah.
Macaroons and machination.
I think you have the new bumper sticker.
Have you heard of the priest who this abbey is named after? Have you heard of her?
Oh, Stormhunter just like closes his eyes for a moment and is just like praying to himself that we haven't killed her.
As a youth, Markovia followed her heart and became a priest of the Morning Lord soon after her 18th birthday. She proved to be a charismatic proselytizer, and before the age of 30, she had gained a reputation for allowing no evil to stand before her. She had long considered Strahd to be a mad tyrant. But only after his transformation into a vampire did she dare to challenge him. As she rallied her followers and prepared to march on Castle Ravenloft, Strahd sent a group of vampires to her abbey. They confronted her and were destroyed 2-1. Suffused with the confidence born of righteous victory, Markovia advanced on Castle Ravenloft. A great battle raged from the catacombs to the parapets. In the end, she never returned. And Strahd, long afterward, walked with a limp and a grimace of pain. It is said that he trapped Markovia in a crypt beneath his castle, and her remains linger there to this day.
Could have been her.
Those with the past.
She didn't react when I tried to speak with her. So it was like...
The abbot
like a picture.
stares at Tome for a second and says, I'm sure you're aware. The remains of priests, of saints, can hold strong magical power.
Indeed. They
And
can.
with that, we're ending for the night.
Ooh, spooky.
Yay! Do I get to carry body parts around?
You already are.
No!
Other than
Oh
the
my
head,
god.
aw.
I wonder if I have her head. I guess we'll never know. I mean, we'll know next week.
The world may never know.
Thank you, everyone who watched. I will see you next week.
Yay!
Woo.